Hello, everybody, and welcome to race number 4 of Season 4 NASCAR Walmart Cup Series. Hi, I'm Levi McIntyre, aka Thrash Maniac 99, the voice of NASCAR Walmart Cup Series, here to welcome you to the Golden Corral 500 at Atlanta Motor Speedway. Nighttime for 49 laps here at one of the fastest mile-and-a-half tracks we go to on the schedule of Atlanta Motor Speedway. Joining me for special guest commentary is none other than David Rivera. How are you doing, David?
Doing good. How about you?
I'm doing good as well. So let's take a look and see how the point standings look coming into this particular race. Chase Oliver comes into the race with a 6 points advantage over rookie Joshua Balkin. And then third is Anthony McCreary, fourth Chris Singer, and fifth is last week's winner Jesse Setti in fifth. And tied with her for fifth is rookie Chris Thomas, seventh PJ Williams, eighth Jecko Knight, ninth Jesse King, and 10th is rookie Dorian Facepuncher. So four rookies in the top 10 in the standings at the moment. And then some drivers on the outside looking in are Matt McIntyre, Kyle Matthews, Biggie Spencer, Kyle Singer, Ken Thoreau, Charles Sanford, David Rivera, Jessica Sheldon, Preston Plord, and Eric Enrage. So that is how the top 20 in the standings look coming into this race. Will we see a shakeup or will everything stay the same? We'll find out during the progression of the race. But let's take a look at the starting lineup for tonight's race at Atlanta.
Imagine the dreams of a 13-year-old looking up at the sky, wondering how the world can be so cold. This kid wasn't sold it would be like this. At nighttime wishes to be safe from this abyss, cause this shit is something that can be dismissed. A boy born as a girl who is going through the stress. He's got a shotgun but can't play for the team. His school won't let him even though it's his dream. Now he's sitting in bed with a loaded gun, thinking about blowing his brains out to Kingdom Come. Cause he's been bullied and teased all his life. Almost killed himself 2 years ago by slitting his wrist with a knife. I wonder if he sees the things I see for him. 10 years down the line, speaking at the forum. A college graduate, I bet the top of his class, the first trans NFL player up in the draft.
Well, there you see your lineup. Seth Cole on the pole with Rue McIntyre in second. And here we go. Boogity, boogity, boogity. Let's go racing, boys and girls. And remember, this track is notorious for crazy finishes near the end of the races. And right now, Seth Cole has the lead for now, but here comes Ian Dutta right behind. Now this track, we're going to see a lot of different strategies as far as pit strategy, as well as passing all over the place. And it's 3 wide for the lead, but Ian Dutta leads lap number 1, but here comes Michael Norman. And Michael Norman desperately needs to get a good run here tonight because he has just been having some bad luck already this season. Not like how it was last season. And then, speaking of guys who need finishes, here comes Trent Dunham for the lead. And now here comes Justin Nichols down low for the lead, and right behind him is points leader Chase Oliver. But I think Trent led that lap. And indeed he did. But now Justin Nichols, the rookie out of Kyotech Racing, is up at the front. So David, who's an interesting pick for you to win this race?
Well, at the moment, I am looking at that number 1 car, the McDonald's car. At the moment, I like what they're doing as of right now with strategy and how things are going so far. So hopefully things will be able to keep up. So that's what I'm going for right now.
And now here comes points leader Chase Oliver to the lead. And also here comes Jessica Sheldon with Biggie Spencer, Ken Thoreau, Chris Washer, David Rivera, and Chris Thomas, among others, coming into the picture. Ken Thoreau goes up to the real dangerous high line. And now Sheldon's going to get the second spot, but Chase Oliver pulls ahead for the lead. It's like every lap, it's going to be difficult to try to keep track of who is running and where because they are racing really hard right now in the early goings of this race. Sheldon will go to second. Then there you see Chris Washer, David Rivera, Chris Thomas being the rest of the top 5. And did somebody just get turned? No, nobody did. And wow, look at Ian Dutta. He's all the way back here. All the way back here. Same with Michael Norman as well. In fact, Michael Norman's getting close to being dead last on the track. New driver in second place, David Rivera, right now in second. And up in front of him is his good friend Chase Oliver, up in the lead. Already 6 laps in, and we're seeing some great racing right now here in Atlanta. I apologize for that. But let's actually take a look and try to see how the field currently runs at the moment. Chase Oliver is the leader. Second is David Rivera. Third is Chris Thomas. Fourth is Matt McIntyre. Fifth is Ken Thoreau. Sixth is Mitchell Riggs. Seventh, Cody Lamas. Eighth is Jecko Knight. Ninth is Chris Washer. 10th is Justin Nichols. 11th is Seth Cole. 12th is Jessica Shelton. 13th is Kendall Maynor. 14th is Zachary Fitzwater. 15th is Joshua Balkin. 16th Danny Wells. 17th Dorian Facepuncher. 18th Joshua Michaels. 19th Charles Jackson. 20th Sonny Hammond. 21st, actually 20th now is Henrietta Fitzwater. 22nd Preston Plord. Then 23rd being Charles Sanford. And actually now 24th is Kyle Matthews, with 26 being Eric and Rage. 27th, or actually make that 26 now, is Chris Singer. 27th Dylan Thoreau. 28th Brandon Nichols. 29th PJ Williams. 30th is Dylan Young. 31st Trent Dunham. 32nd Biggie Spencer. 33rd Austin Weiner. 34th Michael Norman. 35th Jesse King. 36th Gabe Williams. 37th James McLeod. 38th Kyle Singer. 39th Rue McIntyre. 40th is Ian Dutta, with 41st being Anthony McCurry, and dead last and 42nd is Jesse Setti. And we got a new leader, and that's David Rivera up at the front, and here comes Jecko Knight. So far for Jecko Knight this season, won the Daytona 500, finished dead last at Rockingham, UK, and finished second last week at Vegas. And here he is in second right now. So despite that poor finish at Rockingham, UK, he comes in this race in the top 5 or so in the points. Or the top 10 in points, actually. And he's running right behind the 6 car. He wants to try to get this lead and go for his second win in 4 races this season.
Yeah, it looks like it's about to happen right now.
And here he comes down low right now, as you said.
Mm-hmm.
And it looks like he'll clear him, and now here comes rookie Mitchell Riggs in the 78 to come for second. And already Seth Cole, I saw him, he was back in the middle of the pack just a couple laps ago, and now here he is up in the 4th spot. Just goes to show you how fast this track is when it comes to passing. And there you see Justin Nichols, he's going in for 3rd. And here comes Joshua Michaels in the 82 Red Bull car. And this is going to be coming underneath of Chris Washer, and that is for the 5th spot. There's Preston Plord in the Nicorette 41 car for Earnhardt Ganassi. 3 wide back here, and I believe that is for the 10th spot. Sonny Hammond, Charles Sanford, Jessica Shelton. And Sanford looks to get that spot now. But now here comes Eric and Rage underneath. Somehow, some way, we have not had a caution come out this entire race.
Yeah, so far we're getting lucky, and everybody's keeping up with the speed too.
Yeah, and they're going over 200. Let's actually see the speeds. They're going
Yeah, I'm
205 heading
curious.
into turn 1. Let's see how fast they go into turn 3. About 204 that time. And the slowest they run is 186 or 187. So yeah, they go very fast here at this track. Then again, this is arguably the fastest mile-and-a-half track we come to. Right now, Jekko Knight's still keeping a steady pace. Meanwhile, second on back, it keeps on shuffling as right now Justin Nichols is the leader of that battle in second. Then Joshua Michaels, Mitchell Riggs, David Rivera in finishing out the top 5. Then Seth Cole, Danny Wells. Great run for him. He's needing to get a good finish so he can get back up in the top 10 in points. Then there you see Preston Plord, Chris Washer, and Eric and Rage. Battle for 11th as Kyle Matthews just went speeding past Sanford for that spot. Now that's going to make it a 3-wide battle for 12th with Face Puncher, Hammond, and Sanford, but now it settles out to double wide. Back up at the front, we got a new leader, Joshua Michaels in the 82. He's up at the front now. Jessie Setti, she has just not really been able to get going, it seems. It doesn't really look like she's running up to par with everybody else. In fact, she's only going 202 heading in that corner. Something has to be wrong with the 88 car because she has just not really been herself in this race, it seems. Meanwhile, back here, it's a giant hornet's nest back here around the back of the pack. See Rue McIntyre back here, along with Chris Thomas, Austin Weiner back here. A lot of people. As we go back up at the front, still Joshua Michaels, but Jekko Knight's making a comeback to get back by. Meanwhile, back here, 2 rookies battling for third, Mitchell Riggs and Justin Nichols. And that's opening up room for Danny Wells to come into that battle, along with Preston Plord, Chris Washer, Eric and Rage, and David Rivera. Meanwhile, the battle for the lead continues between Michaels and Jekko. Who out of those two do you think has a better chance of winning?
Well, as of right now, I have been thinking about that, and I am actually looking at the car who is the leader right now. Even though Jekko Knight seems to be looking to keep with the pace as well, looking to go the same speed. So it's actually either or, but I'm actually going with the leader currently right now.
And Joshua Michaels is holding on to that lead right now. But Jekko Knight's still keeping a steady pace.
Exactly, yeah.
And we got a new 4th place driver, Danny Wells, and now he's going to run down Mitchell Riggs. And here he comes down low for 3rd. And you got to wonder at some point here in the next 5 or so laps, these cars will end up having to come down pit road for pit stops to get fresher tires and top off on fuel for the rest of the way. We haven't talked about that all race long. That's because there's been a lot of action going on. We just haven't really been able to keep up with that. But let's actually take a look and see how the field is running now. Joshua Michaels is your leader. 2nd is Jekko Knight. 3rd is Danny Wells. 4th is Mitchell Riggs. 5th is Chris Washer. 6th is Preston Plord. 7th now is David Rivera. 8th, Eric and Rage. 9th, Seth Cole. 10th, Kyle Matthews. 11th, Dorian Face Puncher. 12th is Kendall Maynor. 13th is Justin Nichols. 14th, Charles Sanford. 15th, Cody Lamas. 16th, Chris Singer. 17th, Dylan Young. 18th, Sonny Hammond. 19th, Ken Thoreau. 20th is Zachary Fitzwater. 21st is Charles Jackson. 22nd, Jessica Shelton. 23rd, Gabe Williams. 24th, Kyle Singer. 25th, PJ Williams. 26th, Joshua Balkin. 27th, Chase Oliver. 28th, Matt McIntyre. 29th, Michael Norman. 30th, Dylan Thoreau. 31st, James McLeod. 32nd is Jesse King. 33rd, Henrietta Fitzwater. 34th, Austin Weiner. 35th, Ian Dutta. 36th, Anthony McCrory. 37th is Biggie Spencer. 38th is Rue McIntyre, bound side by side with 39th and his good friend Chris Thomas. 40th is Trent Dunham. 41st is Brandon Nichols. And then 42nd still is Jesse Setti. Meanwhile, back up at the front, it is still all Joshua Michaels. But pit stops have got to be coming here any moment, as it's going to be 21 to go. So I think if they started to pit now, they would be able to make it the rest of the way on fuel.
Yeah, exactly. That would be wise to do that now, especially for the leaders, so they won't get downgraded too as well.
Indeed. And wait a minute, I think Joshua Michaels, and indeed he's coming. Joshua Michaels is going to be the first to come in, along with Mitchell Riggs, Preston Plord, Eric and Rage, Seth Cole. Actually, a couple have already come down. I see
most of them, yeah.
Brandon Nichols is in, and Jesse Setti, so both of them came into pit before these guys, but...
Good thinking.
Indeed, but I don't know if that's going to really help, but we're going to keep an eye out on Joshua Michaels because he was the leader coming in. And here he comes. He's going to be coming out probably first out of these guys, and then Mitchell Riggs. And now here comes the rest of the cars coming in. I see Danny Wells back there. Pretty much all the rest of the drivers are coming in now, so... Within about 2-3 laps, everybody's making their pit stops, their final pit stops. And there you see Brandon Nichols. I doubt he's going to be the leader. See where he's going to be scored right now. Showing him in 41st. But he's going to go past a lot of drivers. There's Joshua Michaels, but Danny Wells is also in the pits along with Jekko Knight. But we're going to stay with the 82 of Joshua Michaels because he was the first to come in out of the leaders. And he's currently scored in 20th, but here's Jekko Knight. Let's see if he can stay up ahead, and I don't think he's going to. There goes Joshua Michaels up high. I think that is your leader right there, Joshua Michaels. Let's see if the scoring's updated this time.
No, it seems to be, I think.
And it is, so after those pit stops, so here's a look at how the field currently runs now. It is Joshua Michaels up at the front, Mitchell Riggs second, third is Jekko Knight, fourth is Eric and Rage, fifth is Danny Wells, sixth is Justin Nichols, seventh Preston Plord, eighth Kendall Maynor, 9th, Dorian Facepuncher. 10th is Kyle Matthews. 11th, Dylan Young. 12th, Seth Cole. 13th, PJ Williams. Make that David Herrera. 14th, PJ Williams. 15th, Kyle Singer. 16th, Zachary Fitzwater. 17th, Charles Sanford. 18th, Joshua Balkin. 19th, Brandon Nichols. 20th is Gabe Williams. 21st is Sonny Hammond. 22nd is... Cody Lamas, 23rd, Anthony McCrory, 24th is Chris Thomas, 25th, Ken Thoreau, 26th, Chris Singer, 27th is Chris Washer, 28th, Dylan Thoreau, 29th, Ian Dutta, 30th is James McLeod, 31st is Michael Norman, 32nd, Jesse Setti, 33rd, Chase Oliver, 34th, Rue McIntyre, 35th, Austin Weiner, 36th, Matt McIntyre. 37th, Biggie Spencer. 38th, Jesse King. 39th, Henrietta Fitzwater. 40th, Charles Jackson. 41st, Trent Dunham. And then 42nd is Jessica Shelton. And wow, look at this 3-car battle for the lead with Michaels, Riggs, and Jekko. And look at how far ahead they are from 4th place, Eric and Rage.
Yeah, that's something.
It's like those guys back there are going to have to hope for a potential caution to come out. But we have not had a caution come out this entire race.
Yeah, we've been lucky throughout the whole entire thing, which is really awesome.
Indeed. Oh, we got one car smoking, and that's
Ah,
Michael Norman. Looks like the motor must have gave out on that car.
I guess I spoke too soon.
Well, I don't think that's going to bring out a caution, but man, oh man, that is a tough break for Michael Norman. His tough
Yeah,
season and his tough start to the season is going to continue tonight. Man, I don't see any damage on that car. Looks like the motor just completely gave out on him. Meanwhile, Michaels is still leading, but they may approach Jessica Shelton at some point, depending on how fast she is. And we just lost David Rivera for a second. That's why you hear the Skype rings. Meanwhile, we got a battle for second with Mitchell Riggs and Jekko Knight, and Jekko Knight's going to take that spot over. We'll try to get him back in just a few minutes, but right now Joshua Michaels up in the lead still at the moment. Then Jekko Knight, then Mitchell Riggs being the top three, and this is the battle right now for the win. There's Jessica Shelton just passing the start-finish line. And then it's Preston Plord back here in fourth. Not really gaining much ground on the leaders really at the moment. Joshua Michaels leads, and it's now going to be 9 laps to go here at Atlanta. Let's actually take a look and see how the field currently runs now. Joshua Michaels is the leader. Second is Jekko Knight. Third is Mitchell Riggs. Fourth, Preston Plord. Fifth, Danny Wells. Sixth, Kendall Maynard. Seventh, Eric Enrage. Eighth, Justin Nichols. Ninth, Kyle Matthews. 10th, Kyle Singer. 11th is Seth Cole. 12th is PJ Williams. 13th is Dylan Young. 14th, Charles Sanford. 15th is Dorian Facepuncher. 16th is Joshua Balkin. 17th, Gabe Williams. 18th, Brandon Nichols. 19th, Sonny Hammond. 20th is David Rivera. 21st, Zachary Fitzwater. 22nd, Cody Lamas. 23rd, Ken Thoreau. 24th, Chris Thomas. 25th, Anthony McCrory. 26th, Dylan Thoreau. 27th is Ian Dutta. 28th is Chris Singer. 29th, Jesse Setti. 30th, James McLeod. 31st is Chris Washer. 32nd, Biggie Spencer. 33rd is Austin Weiner. 34th, Matt McIntyre. 35th, Jesse King. 36th, Chase Oliver. 37th, Drew McIntyre. 38th, Charles Jackson. 39th, Henrietta Fitzwater. 40th is Trent Dunham, and then 41st is Jessica Sheldon, and then one car out of the race due to an engine failure was Michael Norman. Meanwhile, Mitchell Riggs is coming in hot right behind Joshua Michaels right now. Something must be wrong with both Trent Dunham and Jessica Sheldon. Maybe they got slowed up because of a slow pit stop potentially, and that's what happened. I'm not sure, but it is less than 5 to go here at Atlanta. I think if a caution were to come out now, they would still be able to keep racing with probably 1 or 2 laps left. I don't know if a caution will come out because we've been caution free this entire race. 4 to go here at Atlanta. Joshua Michaels has just still been running smooth and steady, and actually I see the 4th place cars, they're starting to catch up to that lead pack. I don't think they're going to have enough time to get to him, but they may. But it's going to be 3 to go coming to the stripe. And indeed, it is 3 laps to go here in Atlanta, and Joshua Michaels, if I can recall, I don't believe he won a race in Season 1. So if he wins, this will be his first Walmart Cup Series victory. But Mitchell Riggs trying to go for his first win as a rookie, but Jekko Knight trying to get his second win of the season and his third or fourth of his career. 2 laps to go here in Atlanta. Riggs and Jekko are going to have to maybe try to run a different line potentially if they're going to have a chance. Meanwhile, we got a new 4th place driver in Kyle Matthews. And there's Sheldon up ahead, but I don't think they're going to catch her. But here we go. White flag is out here in Atlanta. And Jekko Knight, Mitchell Riggs are trying to potentially run down Joshua Michaels, but Joshua Michaels still keeping a lead. Kyle Matthews, look at how much he was starting to close in, but it ain't going to be enough to get to the win potentially. And here we go, coming out of turn 4 for the last time. Joshua Michaels is going to win the Golden Corral 500 to get his first career Walmart Cup Series win here at Atlanta. What a performance by Joshua Michaels. Gets Red Bull Racing's first ever Walmart Cup Series victory. Great job by that team. Let's actually take a look and see how the results came about. Joshua Michaels gets his first ever Walmart Cup Series victory, and he gets it here at Hotlanta. And what a job by that team. Great, great job. Mitchell Riggs, the highest finishing of the rookies, he comes away with a solid solid second place finish. Jekko Knight, another top 5 finish. This guy is hold on. I apologize. Anyways, Jekko Knight, another solid top 5 finish, this time a 3rd place finish. This could boost him up into potentially the points lead, though I don't know for certain. But we'll see how the points will look once this is over. But Kyle Matthews, solid 4th place finish, gets a comeback finish after a poor finish last week at Vegas. And then rounding out the top 5, Preston Plord, solid performance of 5th. Then 6th, rookie Justin Nichols, great run for him. Kendall Maynor, solid 7th place finish. Danny Wells, great run of 8th. Eric and Rage, solid 9th. And Kyle Singer, another rookie, rounding out the top 10. Rest of the top 20 was Seth Cole, PJ Williams, Charles Sanford, Gabe Williams, David Rivera, Sonny Hammond, Dorian Facepuncher, Dylan Young, Joshua Balkin, Brandon Nichols, Zachary Fitzwater, Ken Thoreau, Anthony McCreary, Chris Thomas, Ian Dutta, Cody Lamas, Jesse Setti, Chris Singer, Dylan Thoreau, Austin Weiner. Rest of the top 40 was Matt McIntyre, Biggie Spencer, James McLeod, Jesse King, Chase Oliver. That's a tough break for Chase because he's going to lose the points lead and lose a lot of spots in the points potentially. Charles Jackson, Henrietta Fitzwater, Chris Washer, Rue McIntyre, Trent Dunham. And the last car to finish on the lead lap and to finish the race was Jessica Sheldon. Only one car out of the race due to an engine failure was Michael Norman. So, tough break for Michael Norman. But that's going to do it for tonight's coverage here at Atlanta. We'll see you at the next race, which let me take a look at how the schedule is. The next race we head to will be at the High Banks of California. So that's going to be an interesting race. But thank you guys for tuning in to Atlanta. Until we get to California, here are your results, rookie points and regular points. And I'm Levi McIntyre signing off. And thanks to David Rivera for stopping by. Although, unfortunately, we lost his signal near the end of the race. But, yeah. But anyways, thank you guys for watching.
Close to your shine, so if you find you wanna be a doctor, a priest, an astronaut, a fireman, or join the police, be on the silver screen, become a movie star, or be a pro racer and drive fast cars. It don't matter the age, it don't matter the color, it don't matter the gender or who you love. If you got it in your heart, then go ahead and do it. If you have a gift, then please go ahead and use it. Cause I was feeling stupid while trying to do music, thinking that I had no voice and that I was useless. But as I write this down, I can see what I mean. Nobody ever will stop me from achieving my dreams.